All right, we're back with my sixth game of TTN. I realize this is a little confusing because all my games have involved the Guardians account, be me using them or against them. I maybe should pick an avatar, TTN noob. We'll try to do that after this game. We can see three cards: Eevee, Dratini, 7363. That means he can see three cards, presumably the bottom three. Now, if he goes in that sort of mostly blocked in square of 15, that really suggests he has combo play against my 6217 because I have that easy capture. So if he goes there, that's a little scary. It's also a little annoying that I don't have something to put in um, in 13. We know he has sevens up covered. He might not have sixes up covered, but if he has gone in 15, he presumably does. I think this is going to be an uncomfortable game. But I would like to get rid of Dratini and the 0575 quickly. Huh. Interesting move. Interesting move. So I have a really strange instinct here. I want to go an 8. I want to go an 8. Because then I think 6217 and 16 locking in his ogre and flipping back the card in 8 is a serious threat. We don't know if he is that square covered. He probably does given how he played, but we don't know for sure. But I don't have a great card to put there. Don't have a great card to put there. I could start in 4. It's a very interesting card to interact with. But now, if they ever, I have a really nice thing to do in 16 now. So it's not as scary that they have 15. It's also possible they no longer have sevens up covered, and that I could take a risk in 13. I could make that gamble. I think I'll save that gamble for later. I'd like to play Eevee in 8, but Eevee is visible. I would like to use. So I'm thinking 0575 and 4. Because my sort of feeling is I have compensation. I don't know how to say this well. I could probably just make a move. But I'm gonna. Last game I did pretty well. I held a tie on second turn. This is my fifth second turn in a row on TTN. I like the idea of using a card that is visible. I think that is a useful thing to do. And if he blocks the in between square, I have play either recapturing my card or finishing up the column by playing in 16. He goes in 8. So if he plays in between, I think I have nice compensation in 16. He probably has a capture of my 6217 landing in the bottom right corner. He probably can capture that, and that gives him 2 safe cards. But I grabbed a safe card too and probably lock in a second somewhere. There seems like a good chance I lock in a second somewhere. So this made some sense to me. I don't know. Other things that came to mind were playing 7533 and 13, just hoping he couldn't take it. Right, he's picked up Eevee. I now feel good anytime he goes in 15 or 16, I get the other one. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I kind of would like to just play Dratini in 8. But maybe he can do a smart sequence. My point is, if he goes 3, I combo a bunch of things back in 16. He has 15. It's okay. I can also play 7-5-3-3 there. But I think maybe his smartest thing is if I go in 8, he goes in one of the bottom squares. That might be annoying. How annoying can it be? A bit annoying, yeah. I think that might be smart for him. I could also go Dratini in 3, saying, do you really have these squares? And just removing 3 from the game. Kind of like Dratini in 3. Do I have a better card to use there? No, I want 6-3-6-3 in my hand. I want Dratini out of my hand. Little worried it's susceptible to combos. Maybe 5-5-4-5 EV is the better way, but I would like Dratini out of my hand. One card visible means he doesn't know my other card at all times, but 2 cards visible gives him a lot of information. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. There are a lot of paired squares, but this was the square I had the least play of the paired squares. So maybe makes sense. Maybe. I wonder what deck my 6217 is from. Doesn't strike me as obvious what game series that's from, but I'm not familiar with it, or I've never played stuff from a bunch of the game series. He does take that square. Which means, presumably, we take 16 now. And presumably he has a capture. But it's nice to know Dratini's still in his hand. Yeah, I think we have to take 16 now. Now he doesn't know the rest of my hand. We're up 7-5. We're up 7-5. He'll make it 6-6 here. And then we're probably a little behind. I probably block 2 there, and he has the chance to attack stuff and his last turn. So maybe we just lose there. I feel like I've positionally handled this reasonably well. But maybe actually I have to take a big risk, and I hate to do it, but maybe to not just be worse, we'll have to play N6. We won't be able to take time to lock in cards. Yeah, so we did have that capture. Now, he has 2 cards left. 0646 is kind of dead. So here's an idea. I play 7-5-3-3. If he can take that, I'll probably be able to take that thing back, whatever he plays, unless it has a 5 or higher to the right. It's the least risky way to do this. I would really like Dratini to be dead. So the least risky is probably 3-6-3-6 in 2. But I don't have the recapture from 1. I want Dratini dead. How do we make Dratini dead in his hand? If we can do that, we're good, but I don't have other cards that set up in 2. If he plays the other card, I lose to Dratini. So I think I should try taking... I think I should try taking 13 and hoping that he doesn't have a card where I can't beat Dratini at the end. Because I leave Dratini as a dead card this turn. And I think that's a really useful thing to do. Could also play Eevee there, but that doesn't really help me. Yeah, let's play the hardest card to take. He has captures, but like if he captures in 2 and has a 5 or less to the left, I take with Eevee and his Dratini's dead. If he captures the 7-5-3-3 and has a 5 or less to the right, I can take it and I hold. If he can take with bigger numbers facing out, but it's not even clear he can take, right? We don't know that he can take. And he has to take with another fairly high number, right? There aren't that many, 7-5s. Sure, we can see 0-5-7-5 or 6-2-1-7, but and 7-5-3-3 and 4-5-2-7. So, a fair chunk of the cards we've seen, not quite half, but fairly close, 7-3-6-3. But about half of the cards we've seen have the ability to do that, but it would have to be oriented in the right directions. So I think there is a pretty good chance we hold here based on that being able to play against Dratini. And if he doesn't have a capture at all here, which is very possible, or if his only capture is in 2 and he's afraid of being comboed in 6, which we probably don't have, we can only combo 5s there. There potentially are some winning chances. Yeah, he plays Dratini there, and now we're going to plus that. Is there any chance of being plus walled? It's probably slim, right? Like low but slim. That there's like 7 1s or 6 zeros out there. We know there are 6 zeros. So I think I want to same them. Because I think if I plus that, there is a tiny chance I lose. And I think there is very little chance he's ever playing that unless he can take it. So I should same it. I know this puts a 3 down rather than a 4, so if he happens to be able to capture a 3 but not a 4, I miss a chance to win here. But I think the odds of that are lower than the odds he gets a plus wall back. And another tie. So I like how we handled that, but I thought the middle game was going really well for me, and at the end, I'm still the one trying to find a tie. I think second turn's tough, but I think I did. Yeah, so we had the captures either way, and not the combo. But I think I did a nice job. Minimizing risk there. All right, that was my 5th game of TTN. Oh, we were going to pick an avatar. How do we do that? My account, please choose your avatar. Is there a screen to look at them? No. Okay, well, we're not doing Breath of Fire, because I don't do Breath of Fire. Castlevania games are alright. I like the Soma Cruz games. I think those are better than Sympathy. I think Aria of Sorrow is the best Castlevania game. Followed by Symphony. It should be followed by Dawn of Sorrow, but Dawn of Sorrow has the stupid drawing minigame. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. I do like Donkey Kong. Oh, these look nice. Okay, we could do a Donkey Kong avatar. Fire Emblem. I played Fire Emblem 8. Didn't love it. I like Fire Emblem 7. It doesn't look like anything here is from 7. Alright, Kingdom Hearts is bad. Lufia I've never done. MK I've never done. I never did Mega Man. RO? What is RO? No idea. Okay, still no idea. Silent Hill. Maybe we'll do Heather. Heather's great. Not doing something from Silent Hill 4. People like Silent Hill 4 way too much. Okay, so current frontrunners are Heather, because Silent Hill 3 is great, and Donkey Kong stuff. Okay, Mario's fine, but not really what I want. Not a Star Wars guy. Trickster. No idea what this is. Yin and Yang. Not for me. Never did World of Warcraft. Not a Zelda guy. Okay, let's look a little closer at the Donkey Kongs before we inevitably pick Heather. Diddy looks good. Prefer Diddy. Still think I'm on Diddy. K. Rool's pretty good. Can't argue with K. Rool. Don't know what Wizpig is. Alright, so we're going Heather. think it looks reasonable, and Heather's a classy pick.